Hello, everybody. It is 4:01, so we are going to begin. Thank you for turning up to our final session in this section of CCI After School Club. I am going to tell you all about what we've got planned for future sessions. But first, let's enjoy today's session. This is the sixth session that we are bringing to you. It's going to be a really cool one. We've got a really cool student bringing you a session on P5 and how to kind of get your head around P5. If you did miss the last session that we did on that, we'll be going right from the beginning, and you're going to learn how to create mouse cursors today with a student who is at the CCI at the moment. So welcome to the CCI After School Club. Thank you for spending your Thursday afternoons with us. We are very excited about this session. If you've been following the sessions throughout the programme, thank you very much. We have got more coming, and I'll tell you about those at the end of the session. And if it is your first time, welcome to the space. Please enjoy it, and please stay in touch with us via YouTube subscription or on the CCI Eventbrite. We'll have all our events up there shortly. So before we begin, I've just got a few things to go through. So who is the CCI? Just in case you're not familiar with us, we are an institution based at UAL, which is University of the Arts London. We are in Camberwell. Of course, we're not physically there at the moment, but the campus is in Camberwell. CCI stands for Creative Computing Institute, and we are a team of designers, technologists, creatives, game designers, all that jazz, and we work together to bring short courses, programs, graduate diplomas, masters, all around creative technology. And we're very excited to now be able to bring you an after school club too. So this session is aimed at young people from ages 6 upwards. Anyone's welcome, really. It's very beginner friendly, and we'll definitely be bringing more to you over summer as well, which is super exciting. So the CCI After School Club was originally going to be a physical after school club based at our community space in Camberwell. But of course, we unfortunately had a pandemic. So we had to do a little bit of work and develop a way to bring it to you online. And hopefully it's gone really well. And yeah, we're going to continue to do it. So thank you for being here. So as I said, you can keep up to date with what we're doing via our Eventbrite. You can just look for CCI, Creative Computing Institute, and all of our events will be up there. We've got a wider programme as well that we've been running, so watch out for events popping up through that as well. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and same, we've got loads of things going on, and you can keep up to date with the rest of the After School Club that's going to be running throughout July. Safeguarding wise, there's not much. Make sure that you use the comments to communicate. Our artist will receive your questions or queries or comments. We'll get them to him as soon as possible. So if you are struggling at any point, or if you'd like to say anything, please use the YouTube comments to do so. Any foul language or inappropriate behaviour won't be tolerated, especially because we've got minors in the room at the moment. So just be super aware that you are in the room with minors. And this is, of course, an after school club. So it's based around young people's learning. So just be positive and respectful, and we will all get along fine. The session's been recorded. Of course, nobody's face is in it apart from ours. And we've got our artist has got a surprise for you today as well. But yeah, the session's been recorded. So if you do need to dip out at any point, or if you'd like to tell your friends about it, you will be able to find these sessions on YouTube after the video has ended. So please feel free to rewatch and spread the word. Without further ado, let's meet our guest artist today, Anguilla.
Hello, hi everyone. Hey. So I study at CCI, and today I want to show you how to make your own mouse cursor through p5.js. And I just basically want to show you how you can get to the grips between the internet. It's not as difficult as you think, and that's what I want to show you today. Yeah.
Fantastic, amazing. We're super excited.
Cool. So yeah, so I study, I came here for a 1-year course, and next year I will be graduating at UAL, and I was doing fine art design basically. And this year I've kind of it's kind of really changed my outlook. It's actually kind of mad. I do think more logically now because of coming here and learning how to code, and I think it can really change your outlook. It's quite interesting. So today we're going to use p5.js, and it's basically, as I've written here, it's a library that is used by artists, designers, educators, and beginners. And it's actually what I began learning coding at CCI. Yeah, this face mask I actually created was actually made on p5.js as well. It's quite it's pretty cool. So it makes coding less intimidating and quite easy and quick to start getting creative. Lastly, when you're editing your code, you can see the changes live, and this can be like super helpful if you're making mistakes, because usually when you're coding, you can't see all your mistakes, which you'll find is like gonna happen a lot, but not like in a bad way. It's like a growing process, which is cool. Yeah. So yeah, so these are some p5.js examples I'll just show you on the internet.
We love your face filter, by the way. It's amazing. Let us know in the comments if you're loving it as much as I am, but I'm pretty obsessed with it. So well done for that.
Thanks, Jasmine. Yeah, so it's just kind of like, as you can see, quite cool visuals, stuff like that. And then you've got, it looks like a 3D cup or something like rotating, but it's still kind of cool. Oh, here's someone made a game. It looks like lots of polygons, and they're all trying to like eat each other. Oh no, actually, this is a bird simulation. This is actually meant to replicate how birds fly in the sky. Quite cool. I remember. Cool. Okay, let's go back. So let's start p5.js. So everyone enter www.p5js.org or search p5.js on your search engine.
We've popped it in the comments for you as well, so you should be able to link to it straight from there.
Oh, nice. Oh, not yet. Okay, so if we get there, p5js.org, this is the main website. I'm not going to go through all of it, but we will be going to the editor. And this is the beginning of your sketch, basically. So as you can see here on the left, this is all the this is the code. This is it. And then on the right, if we press play, that is your canvas, and that is, yeah, kind of like, this is your tools that you paint with, and that's where you paint on your canvas, I guess. And as you can see, there's a create canvas 400 by 400. That is the size. So if we change this to 200, you can see it's halved. So it's 200 wide and 400 in height. And let's change that also to 200. Let's get that a square. And as you can see here, so setup is kind of like where you set the basis of everything, and draw is kind of, it's kind of like, I guess, where you literally draw and you start forming shapes together. But as you can see, we've got background and it says 220. So that is the color, essentially. It goes from 0 to 255. 0 being, I change that to 0, press play, black. 255, white. Wow, crazy stuff. But say we want to add like more colors. So I guess the best way to do that is to go to help, and is to go to reference. And reference is basically like the whole library of help to figure things out, essentially, I guess. And let's click background. So I just search background because I'm not really sure what that is. And look, it tells me background 51. And then here it's got 3 numbers, which is, as it says here, RGB, which stands for red, green, and black. And 255 of red, 204 green, 0 black will then give you yellow. So let's give that a go. We'll go back. Oh, I forgot actually what it was. Yeah, 255, 204, 0, 255, 204, 0. We get yellow. Nice. Yeah, you can also even change the background to writing. So we could literally just put, as it was here, quotation, red. Nice. And then we can see red. So let us start making shapes. Yeah, let's do that. So let's do a square. So if we go back to our reference, which is in my other tab here, go search square, and let's try this. Draw a square at location 30, 20 with, okay, let's try that. Let's copy that. And we're going to put that in draw because that's where you're drawing stuff on the sketch. And then again, we press play to update it. And the square is here magically. So basically, these are basically coordinates of the square, of the top left corner of the square. So 30 is the X, so it's 30 from the top left corner to the right, and then 20 down. I think I explained that terribly, but maybe if I just do it here, you guys will understand. If I change this to 0, the square should move all the way to the left. Wow, yeah. And then if I change this to 0, it should start all the way there. And then lastly, this is size. So let's change that to 100. Whoa. So I've basically just shown you how to make a square, which, although you might think is quite mundane, is actually just getting to grips with the beginnings. So another thing you end up doing when you code is you often leave comments for the next person to read, so they're able to like quickly understand what's going on. And the way you do that is you often go dash dash. This is a square. This is just so maybe when you're looking at complex code and you're like, oh my god, what is this? Then you can just quickly tell what actually you've done. Just adding a bit more human to the computer.
I think that's a really good tip, actually. Thank you for that. I think especially for beginners, you can leave notes to yourself, never mind anybody else. I think I'd be doing that for myself.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Jasmine. A lot of compliments, thanks. What else? Oh, I think you guys might like this one, and it will actually, yeah. So let's change this to mouse X and mouse Y. Now let's press play. Ooh. So already you can see like I'm like kind of making my own little mouse already, and it was pretty easy. Just checking my notes. Yeah, and also we could actually hide my little mouse figure if we go to create canvas. We do no. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Cursor. And look, you've just got a massive square for your mouse. Pretty cool. Yeah, so that's like the first beginning. If you want, I'm going to restart the sketch and do another one. And if you want, you can create an account here. And on the top right, see it says hello 69 Raisin. You can log in and create your own account and save it, file save. And there you go. You've got the sketch that you can come back to. So if you want to do that, go ahead, because I'm now going to go file new, and I'm going to start all over again to teach you guys another thing. Just going to check through my notes. Give me a second. Yeah. Okay. So another thing we might actually, I think that's a bit complex. Maybe let's do something else. Give me a sec, everyone. Number 3. Yeah, this one's quite cool. Okay. So let's go back to I'll close that. Let's go back to reference, and we're going to copy something from reference. So we go to help, reference, and it should open another tab. And then let's go image. I think it's that one. Yeah. So let's, or you can drag and hold it, or you can just literally do copy. And then we're going to go back. Oh, did I get the set up? Yeah. And then you can drag again, hold it, delete, then paste what we just, where's paste? Oh, I haven't got paste. So just do Control V, and it should paste the whole thing in there. And basically what we're doing is we're loading an image. We're loading an image, and we'll be able to play about with it.
So can you just repeat where you got the code from then? So you just typed in image to the references bar, and it was the first one that came up, right?
Yeah. Oh no, it wasn't the first one. Yeah, it was like, it's not p5 image. It's literally just image method in p5.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry if I'm going
No, it's fine. It's fine. And then you just copied all of that code, and you deleted the skeleton that p5 gives you, and replaced it with what you copied from references.
Yeah, that is spot on. Yeah.
Amazing.
Exactly. Okay. Shall I wait for everyone, or are we okay? What do you think?
I think we're all right now. We've repeated it, so hopefully everybody's managing to keep up. If you're not, let us know in the comments if we are going too fast, and we can slow down. But keep going for now, Anguilla. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Then we just press play. Oh no, we've reached an error. So basically, this little sketch has this image already a part of the sketch, and it's called la defense.jpg. So what we're going to do is we've got to add our own image to this sketch in order to use it. So the way you do that is basically there's a little hidden feature here, which is a folder of p5.js, and it's got your sketch, your index, and your style. These are all things that support your sketch and basically make them communicate between each other. So we're going to add our own image. So we go to, so we open this up if you haven't already done it. Click the down arrow. Upload. Actually, we don't have an image yet. Let's go get that. So go to add a new tab, and I'm going to go to Google.
Just to clarify, while you're doing that, we've had a comment come in.
Oh, yeah.
So it does show fault. This is supposed to happen. And as Anguilla just explained, it's because you're using an image that you don't have on your computer. So don't worry. Keep that code there. And we're now going to show you how to replace it with an image that will work.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, just keep asking questions if you get stuck or confused. Thanks. So as I was saying, we go to Google. We find an image. Let's go with a nice little kitten. Yeah, kitten.
People always use cats with code.
I don't know. They go hand in hand. I don't know why.
They do. They really do.
let's get this one. You don't have to get this exact same kitten. Oh, actually, might be overcomplicating this, but if you go to tools and you go to where is it? Yeah, I'm overcomplicating this. I'm going to choose this cat. I'm going to right click it. I'm going to click save image, and then I'm going to save it as kitten. I don't think you can actually see this on my screen, but I'm saving the image as kitten, and then my image is a PNG, so I'm saving it as kitten.png.
And can you save it anywhere in your computer? Does it need to be anywhere specific?
Yeah, you can save it anywhere on your computer. You just need to be able to locate it again for the sketch to upload it. And that's what we're going to do now. So we're going to go back to there, back to p5.js, and we're going to go upload file. I click in there. A little pop-up will come up for me, but unfortunately you can't see. But you guys go ahead and find that image. And now it's uploading that little Kit Kat. And as you can see, look, mine is a kitten.png. This is a ladefense.jpg. So we've got to change that to a kitten.png. And we've got to delete this assets because assets slash is a folder and we don't have an assets slash folder. And then I'm going to press play. That should work. Fingers crossed. Oh no. How's it work? Oh no. So maybe the image is too big, but let's have a look. Oh, what's happened there? Top left corner is 0, 0. So the top left corner of the image is at 0, 0. Width and height are the image's original. We've got a little error.
And that's fine. This is part of the process.
Yeah, totally. Now it's just finding the locating of the issue. Oh no.
Did you definitely save the image and not the HTML?
It was definitely the image. Oh, what a bummer. Maybe that image was too big, I'm not sure.
Maybe try a JPEG image.
Do you think? Okay, let's maybe go back to Kitten and try JPEG. And let's get this little Kit Kat. Again, I'm going to save the image to the desktop. And this time the image is being labeled as a JPEG. So that might work this time. Let's give that a go. So again, I'm going to upload a file, click the browser, and I'm going to press this image. And this image is an actual JPEG. So let's give that a go. Oh, it's not showing up. That's annoying. I'm going to just try it again, upload it. Okay, nice. It's come up. So I'm going to rename this something a bit easier. Maybe just call it kitten1.jpg. And now I'm going to just edit the name kitten1.jpg. Click play. Fingers crossed. I don't know what that is. Is that a cat? Oh, I know what I've done. Okay, can you see on the top left square, that's green? I realized that I've literally cropped that top right, the top left image of the cat. I've literally never, I think I've only ever used small images in the past and never had this issue. Okay, maybe let's create canvas. And let's do.
You've not added create canvas. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I think it might be.
Oh, yeah.
And let's try. Let's have a look. And who knows, there may be another error. I bet it's not always big enough, but let's have a look. Oh, that is probably 100, 100. Maybe let's try. Oh, God. So we've actually got to resize the image, and I actually don't remember how to do that.
It's fine. We can. It's probably going to be 1920 times 1080. That's probably what. Try that. That's probably what size the image is going to be. Isaac, I'm glad it worked for you. Your image must be smaller. But I think it would be beneficial to explain what's happening here. So basically the image is on the canvas now, but it's too big for the canvas. So it's only showing a small part of it. And this is a problem that you are going to face. So it's quite good that it's happened now. If you want to try, Nihal, 1928 times 180 for the canvas size, that may work.
Sure. I'll try that just after I try this, but if you go back to the reference, you can see that they've got the same image here and it's slightly smaller, and they've done that by adding these two digits, which I think is to resize it. See, if you go to image here, it looks like they've actually resized the image, so let's give that a go. So 50, 50. Yes, we've got a tiny little cat. Yes.
Amazing.
Make that a little bit bigger. But see, like, it doesn't always. Coding is not always as smooth as you think, but it's finding problems, and it's just like constant problem solving. And that doesn't sound that fun, but once you get there, you almost get like an adrenaline rush of just like fixing problems. I don't know why. So as you can see, there's we managed to get this cat here, and now again we will try and move this cat image. So create a canvas. So now again, let's change the x coordinates, because as you can see here, it's 0, 0. So the top left image of the cat is at 0, 0, which is up here. We will change that to mouse X and mouse Y, which basically means that this will be aligned to my mouse like we did previously. And I press play. And the cat is still. So image into function. I know why. So we will now move this out of setup, and we will move it into draw, because draw makes you able to actually move things about. And I'm going to paste that there.
So just recap what you've done there for us.
So I've moved the function draw out of setup, and I've moved this line image. I've moved it out of function setup, and I've created a function draw, and I've put it in there to essentially like make the cat be able to move to my mouse. So I'm going to press play, and now you can see the mouse is so confusing saying mouse.
It's a game of cat and mouse.
There we go. That's why I did this. And as you can see, it's glitching out, but the cat is moving with my mouse. Personally, I kind of like this effect, but if you don't, you could actually insert I'm going to just delete this because I don't like it. You could actually change, if you create a background and you put, let's say, the color white, 255, and now we press play. Oh no, I was wrong. The cat will still be glitching. But to be fair, I do kind of like it, I'm not going to lie. Yeah.
Background would need to be in draw loop.
Do you think?
That's what a little bird is telling me.
Birdie, cat, mouse, geez. But I think I'd like, you guys let me know, but I'd like to move on to like drawing circles and stuff and playing about with glitches and stuff.
Yeah, go for it.
Shall I get it? Okay.
Yeah,
so again,
if you want to just kind of recap what we've done, so just being clear about, so we can have, when you added the function, for example, it's remembering to put the brackets afterwards and your open curly brackets, and it's just the little details like that, again, that can create mistakes, which they're fine, but it's just remembering the little details. So if you are creating your own code, just remember and make sure you're spelling things correctly. Remember to open your brackets, to put the commas between things, to close it with a semicolon, so you can kind of see, hopefully, in Anguilla's code how you write things and how you open and close your tags.
For sure.
Somebody's just asking, I can't find where to upload the JPEGs. So can you just go over that one more time, please?
Oh, sorry. So I don't know if you've got this. You can see it's pink and it's an arrow pointing right.
Yep, just underneath the play button.
Yeah, that's right. And then sketch files here. You press this downward arrow, and then you go to upload file. And then you can either drop the image of whatever lovely animal you chose, or you can click and just upload that image. And then that image should pop up here on the left. And then once that's uploaded, you should then put the same name of that file here in the load image. And then you should it should all be good, yeah.
Fantastic, thank you. Thank you for recapping.
Okay, so I would like to move on to WebGL, which I think is quite interesting stuff.
Amazing. Sorry, I'm just going to say one more thing. You need to register, create an account. So of course it's free, but the options won't be there unless you're logged in. So it probably is a good idea to make an account, and we're hoping that you're going to continue coding after this session anyway, and then you'll definitely be able to upload your files.
Yeah, thanks again, Jasmine. So helpful. So if you've done that, and sorry, I'm eating grapes, like save it, and then I'm going to start fresh again. So I'm going to go File, New. Here we go, back at Empty Skeleton. Press play, and you've got your little blank sketch. So I am going to be doing this inspired by Daniel Schiffman, who is like almost a god in the p5.js, I guess, industry. I don't know how to say it, but I will link you guys the video towards the end of this presentation. But so we're going to start with a rectangle again. So we're going to go to draw, and we're going to go to rect. Actually, maybe I'll show you in the reference first. It might be a bit more helpful. So let's go to help. Let's go to reference again. And then, as you see, reference, let's click rect, which is short for rectangle. Click on that. And you can either copy this or we could just write it. And I'm going to say write it just for like good habit's sake. So let's go 0 for the top left x coordinate, 0 for the top left y coordinate, and then let's do 50 for the size and 50 for the size. And then let's press play. There you go, another little square. And then yeah, let's color this little square. So I'm always jumping the gun. Let's go back to reference and let's go to fill. Almost like background, what we were doing before. Again, you can see here, like people have colored. Literally, what I'm about to do, if you can see here, fill, rect. Let's just make a bit of space. So again, our fill is the three figures here are RGB, which stands for red, green, blue. So let's just make this. Let's go green. Let's just make this green. So to make a green one, you don't need to do this. I'm just showing you. You make that 0, 255, which is the maximum. So it's 0 red, maximum green, minimum blue. So it should be pure green. Ah, it's green, nice. Okay, so let's do that here as well. Again, please let me know in the comments if I'm going too fast. So 0 red, 255G, 0. This should go green now. Nice. Change, and then let's start. Ooh, just looking for my notes, one sec. Okay, let's turn this. Yeah, let's make this follow my mouse again. Mouse X, always do that up. Mouse Y, play, and this should, yes, again, follow my little square. Change. And then let's change this. As you can see, like, well, you can't really see, but on your own, you'd be able to see that the mouse is actually on the top left corner, and we would want the we'd want the square in the middle of your mouse. So I'm just going to change that. And the way you do that is you center the square. So you go rect, which stands for rectangle, mode, center, caps lock, don't forget the caps lock.
And also it's worth pointing out that it's the American spelling of center, so it's CENTER.
That is true, yeah. I'm going to press play. And although you can't actually see my mouse, but my on your own screen, you should be able to see that the square, the center of the square is on your mouse. Ooh, drop my real mouse on the floor. That's crazy. No. So a way of hiding your actual mouse again would be to do to go in setup and do no cursor, and then press play, and then in your own p5.js sketch, you should now have no mouse and literally just a square for your mouse. So we did that previously, but now I'm going to play about a bit more. So we can actually rotate this little square, which is quite fun to do. So the way we do that is we're going to do a little, I'd say like formula almost. So we start at the top before setup. We go let angle equals 0. and then we would we'd go down into draw, and we'd go rotate X angle, and then semicolon, and then again go enter, just make a little space there, go angle plus plus equals 0.7, which basically should now make the square rotate 0.7 degrees every refresh rate. So now we're going to press play. Oh, dang it. Oh, that's why. So now you go create canvas, and now we're actually turning the sketch into a more interactive based sense. So we'll turn it comma, and we'll go WebGL. Now I'm going to press play.
And then it's probably worth recapping what you just did.
Recap the WebGL. Is that what you're saying?
Yep, just the and where you've put it. So you've put it underneath function, back up at the top. And yeah, everyone should be able to see it's WebGL in capital letters.
Yeah, so after create canvas, I just turned it into a more interactive sketch by putting comma and then putting caps lock WebGL. And as you can see now, the square is behaving kind of badly, I'm not gonna lie. So what I'm basically doing now is I've rotated the X of the plane at the angle of 0.7 degrees every refresh rate. But as you can see, it's behaving a bit badly. So if we translate that, it's nowhere near my mouse. Like if you are playing about with it now, this little square should be nowhere near your mouse. But to fix that, if we go to translate, caps lock, that was wrong. All lowercase, translate mouse X minus bracket width divided by 2. So that's the X coordinate. This is the X coordinate of where we're going to put the square so it stays in one place. And mouse Y minus, and this will be the Y coordinate, height divided by 2. It should behave a bit better now. Oh God. No, definitely not. 1 second. See, a lot of the time you are.
I think you've just forgotten to put push and pop in.
Push and pop?
Yep.
I did it a different way. I didn't actually do it push and pop. Let me find shape settings. Give me a second, everyone. One sec. Let's try changing the rec to 0. Oh, nice. Okay. That was why I was translating it twice. So now the square is matched up with my mouse. It is a bit glitchy because my computer is hella old, but as you can see, like you're making an animated mouse cursor, which is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. But let's say you want to you want to do a bit more craziness. If that's not crazy enough for you, so we rotated the X plane. Let's try rotating the Y plane, and let's use the same angle as well. And this should make it not just flip towards us, but flip like horizontally as well. Yeah, let's have a look. Ooh,
Wow.
pretty fun.
So just to recap, this is if you focus on lines 14, 15 and 16 of Anguilla's screen, you can see the rotation on the X and the Y angle, and you've just added, so it's angle and then it's plus equals 0.7 semicolon.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, you can play around with it if you want. It's quite fun. I'm just thinking now, we could do some crazy stuff. I'm just thinking, yeah, let's do some crazy stuff. Okay, so
yeah, let's do some crazy stuff. We've got about 8 minutes of the session left, so whatever craziness you can fit in 8 minutes.
Oh, 8 minutes of craziness. Okay, let's try this. Save. Let's go file. I hope everyone saves it. New. Blah 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 blah.
Yep, so please save what you've just done so you can come back to it and create a new file now.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. This is likely to be messy, but let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Create canvas. So we've got new, everything's new. Let's go straight away. WebGL. Ooh, it's a good start. Okay, play. Okay, now the sketch should now be a WebGL, an interactive. Let's start by making a box. Box. Just I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah. Okay. So go draw. I would go through the references and show you guys, but we don't have long, and I want to like blow your minds. 100, 100, 100. So this is a box. This should now make a 3D box. Okay. So obviously it just looks like a square to you, but actually it is three-dimensional. So again, let's getting some text messages. So let's rotate this again, just like we did previously. So we shall go to, what should we do? We'll do the let angle again, which we did before function setup. So let's do let angle equal 0. I know I'm going a bit fast, so just let me know in the comments if I am, but I really want to get down to this. Let's hide this console. And then let's rotate, let's add the angle. Let's go Let's add that angle again. Plus equal, and this time we'll do 0.03. Oh, dang it, what is that? 0.03. And then we'll add the rotate X angle. Oh, spelled that wrong. Angle. And then, what do we do next? I think that's okay. Let's try this. Fingers crossed. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Just checking my notes. And now let's add a texture to this little cube. We've got 5 minutes. Okay, let's do this.
It's fine, you don't need to rush. You've got through so much, and we can see in the comments we've had somebody square moving really fast, so it's great to know that you're getting on with it. We've had questions coming in, so I think the audience is following really well, and you've covered quite a lot, so don't worry about rushing through it.
Oh, nice. Sweet. Okay, that's good to know. So previously I was going to say find your favorite musician and upload an image, but we don't have time. So let's find that little Kit Kat again. Upload file. I click on the box, find that kitten. Is that the big kitten? That might be the big kitten, but let's do it. And then we go to we create a new function. So let's make space there. Function, preload, and then let's make a thingamajig. Brackets, sorry. I don't know why I said that. Open it up. And then we will do kitten equals load image. So we're just loading the image. And then we will put the name of the image, which is here, if you can see, kitten.png. Yours might be different, but just copy that. Oh, put a little apostrophe, kitten. Oh, I've got really fat fingers. PNG. So we load that image. Oh yeah, and then we do let kitten. Oh, put a space between let and kitten. And then we do semicolon. What's next? An image equals load image. No, I've done that. And then let's add a texture. So we go down, go here, texture, and then we can do. Let's do cam. Oh no. We want texture kitten. Okay, hopefully this will work. How long have we got? 2 minutes, jeez. No.
You're missing the curly bracket on preload function.
Thank you. Oh yeah, you're right. Nice spot. Okay. Yes. So now we've got a rotating kitten. Let's add another rotate Y angle. And now we'll get like a super rotating kitten. Ooh. Quickly, let's change this to the mouse. Let's translate this to the mouse quickly.
So we've learned how to do this before as well. So we're just adding what we've learned into the code now.
So that's the X coordinate, mouse. Sorry for my silence, I'm just really eager. So I spelt that wrong. That should be height, not e-height, e-height. Do a space there. You don't need to do a space, but I'm just a bit pedantic. Play. So now you've got like a moving cat mouse thing, or whatever you want. But I'd love to do this. Let's just do it. I'm gonna try and make your webcam be the kitten. Let's try and do this really quick. So we'll go let cam. I'm gonna do this so quick. Cam equals create capture video. Sorry about the.
It's fine. I'll recap as you go in. So it's just writing let cam underneath where you've written angle and kitten at the top, and then jumping down. It should be around line 13. It might not be exactly the same on yours. And what have you just typed there?
The one I'm doing right now.
Cam equals create capture video in capitals in open brackets.
Oh no, this might reveal my identity. Hey! I know it's like a little, it's you or me, but it's kind of cool. But yeah, you can like, depends like how much you love yourself, like you just got to rotate yourself. But yeah, are we done for time?
Yeah, feel free to just recap what you just did though, because it was really cool, and I think you rushed through it a little bit. So feel free to just spend a minute explaining what you did and what it all means, because it is really cool. You're right. So take it away. I'll let you close properly. No rush.
Okay. Sorry, I was just like, I got to do this. Okay, so I'm going to close that so you can see more. Let's open that up a bit. Okay, so what I did is I hid the texture of the kitten here, and I did that by putting 2 brackets to basically tell the computer, don't read that. I changed it to camera, texture cam. I created a cam meaning up here, and then I actually created a video which would mean cam. And this is going to be a bit complex because I didn't really show you guys, but I hid the cam below, so only make sure the cam stays on my mouse. And yeah, I think unfortunately you've got to play about with the code yourself. I can open it up a bit more for you guys, but yeah, I think you've got to play around yourself, guys. But I think I've got to close it. Yeah.
No, that was fantastic, and I'm glad you got to explain it there at the end. You did get through a lot, but as I said, by the looks of it, everybody was following, and we hope that if you were struggling at any point, you'd have said something. So I think that everybody just about managed to follow that. So well done to everybody, and thank you to you. Do you have any last words, any closing things you'd like to say? That was an amazing session.
It was great. I got to say I was hella nervous, but I feel good, and it was fun. And I'll look in the comments later and see what you guys said. But thanks a lot, guys.
Amazing, and a big thank you to you as well. We love the face filter, and I'm really glad you managed to fit in what you did at the end there. That was fantastic. So yeah, well done to everybody if you were managing to follow along. And of course, you can always replay the session afterwards. You could have paused it throughout as well, so hopefully you kind of figured that out, but I think it's best to stay live with the session, and you can always rewatch it. So the CCI After School Club will be a resource for you that lives on YouTube. Fantastic. I'm glad to hear in the comments that you were following along, so thank you very much. So this is the last session in the first bulk of sessions for the CCI After School Club, but exciting news, we are going to be starting up again on the 7th of July. So the club is going to run on a Tuesday at 4 p.m. for the next bulk of 4 sessions. So please watch this space. On Tuesday, the 7th of July, we will be starting the club up again. Keep an eye on our socials and on our Eventbrite, and you'll be able to sign up. However you found out about the club, I'm sure you'll be able to find out about the new program in the same way. We will email you if you signed up through Eventbrite and tell you what's going on. We've got some really cool things planned, some more stuff with Python. We're going to have some more 3D modeling stuff for you, some block coding. So we've got loads of exciting things planned. And if you have been joining us throughout this program, thank you very much, and please continue to do so. Yes, thank you. I hope that you've enjoyed the session. I hope that you've enjoyed the program. So yes, keep an eye, and thank you very much. I will let you enjoy your Thursday afternoon. A massive thank you to Anguilla, and just again to point out that face filter was also made using P5. So who knows, in the future, maybe we'll be able to get him back to show us how on earth he did that. So thank you so much, everybody, and we'll see you on Tuesday, the 7th of July at 4 p.m. Keep an eye on socials, on YouTube, and on Eventbrite on how to sign up for those sessions. Thank you very much.